Mercy on trial. Lawyers question ethics of Tinubu's pardon.
Yes, the lawyers are now going to leave that issue alone. I've looked at the actions of the government, especially that of the Attorney General in the process, and so some of the lawyers have given their views on the so-called pardon that has taken place. Like I said yesterday, I think the government should just, instead of trying to investigate this and investigate that, should just wipe it out and bring it back to the drawing board and get it properly done, and not the manner in which the Attorney General said, oh, after the president, then it will be reviewed. That is kind of messy and totally unexpected for somebody who has passed through law school and knows about government protocol. He put the cat before, is it the horse before the cat or the cat before the horse?
The cat for the horse.
Yes, that's not how it is done. The president's action failed ethical test, says Edun, who is an SAN. Human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Kunle Edun, condemned President Tinubu's decision, arguing that it undermines public morality and the integrity of the justice system. Of course, the president has the discretion to determine who to grant mercy or pardon, but being a leader elected by Nigerians and holding power in trust for the people, shouldn't such decisions be taken after deep consideration of their impact on society, victims, and ethical values? Edu questioned why many of those pardoned were individuals convicted of grave offenses. Majority of the names in that list really do call for concern for all Nigerians. If we are serious about ethical values, then we must ask ourselves, what message are we sending? Are we saying integrity, honesty, and hard work no longer matter? Of course, that's what we are doing. Mr. Edu, don't ask the question, state it. That's what we're doing. On this, our president did not do well. We cannot claim to promote national reorientation while rewarding wrongdoing. The truth is that we have shown that we have a lot of tolerance for criminal activity.
We have shown that.
Both the people and the government, all of us are complicit in this. Things that should never be heard of in any sane society are what the things that we hear happen in this country at both government and people's level. Our tolerance for crime is unimaginable. I was telling a friend this morning, I sometimes ask myself that in the 60s, for example, when we got independence and we were playing politics, 3/4 of the names that are floating around would never be heard. Never. A member of your household is accusing you of sexual this and that, and so on and so forth. Another senator is accusing another senator of this. Talking about my wife is on drugs and breaking Lamborghini, and this, we have tolerance for it. Which opera have you heard when you hear all these cases? A minister who brought in fake results. What has happened? Nothing. We all have tolerance for it, including the media.
Including the media.
We explain it away. So, Mr. Edu, that I think is my opinion of. I know you are being diplomatic. I would rather just say it as it is so that we make up our minds. 3/4 of the people who are in high positions in this country shouldn't be there. We know it is questionable. We make, even though he embezzled money, but at least he tried. At least he set up companies for people to work. We give excuses for crime. We are criminally minded. Generally, both the public and the governed and the governed. The governor and the governed. Look at the people we vote for. You know some of them have criminal activities, criminal background. You still put them in position of power, and then you expect it not going to happen. Anyway, Libros also offers a more scathing critique, and it described Nigeria as a country of weekly dramas. And it's reported here saying that nobody is saying that the president doesn't have the constitutional power to grant pardon. Section 175 is clear on that. The issue is the manner it is exercised and to whom the mercy is extended. And he does some comparison and so on and so forth. Evans Ufeli, a human rights advocate, approached the issue from a procedural and institutional perspective. And he said, the prerogative of mercy is designed to temper with the rigidity of the law, to right wrongs, correct miscarriages of justice, or respond to humanitarian concerns, is a vital part of the justice system. Ufeli emphasized, however, that the absence of statutory guidelines makes the process vulnerable to abuse. According to him, there is no uniform procedure nationwide. Often the process lacks transparency, clear criteria of victim input. This breeds suspicion and politicization. He urged the government to adopt reforms that will make the system more accountable. But I say, the government cannot adopt reforms because they are in agreement with what is happening. It suits them. It's not the government that is going to. It's the people who, when they have decided that this is what we want, will enforce it on these people. How do you expect the current National Assembly, as currently constituted, to do anything about prerogative of mercy when they will need it? Oh, Makedi Alena, sorry. Let me just move on to the next one. I'm sorry about that one. You can ask your neighbor to translate that for you. Tinubu's Inibehe says that Tinubu's action will undermine justice and encourage lawlessness. Human rights lawyer Inibehe Effiong condemned the president's recent decision, describing the move as one that will embolden criminality and weaken Nigeria's justice system. Effiong said, although the president is constitutionally empowered under Section 135 of the 1999 Constitution to exercise the prerogative of mercy, such discretion must be used judiciously. He warned that indiscriminate pardons send a dangerous message to law enforcement agencies and the public that crime can go unpunished. I think we've just about said enough of this. Any other thing said on this would be a waste of time. I think the point has been made. The government has tactfully withdrawn the list, which the Attorney General said is going to review. But my advice really is that they should just let it go.